Hello, I'm the Arizla Cartographer, and this is the second video in which we're going to be helping our ally Commander Daguerre and the overall quest, The Woman Who Fell to Earth, and to that end we're going to start with a quest in case of emergency, in which we're going to be hunting down her emergency protocols. Let's take a look at the map. Now, this one is at Clancy Manor. Last time when we had to go to the Atlas Observatory, I mistakenly thought we were going to have to go to Clancy Manor, but that's the case this time. It's an old raider site that is now controlled by cultists. It looks like she just woke up and has found her position standing beside my scrap box.
This shouldn't have happened.
Okay.
Oh, I managed to scrape that signal from the flight recorder. Should be enough to track down. Oh, did you want to talk about something else, though?
That's weird. It's got all the previous conversations as though we haven't talked about them, but I'll be back later, Commander.
Affirmative. Out.
Okay. So we're going to go up to Clancy Manor and see what these emergency protocols are. So, all the way up here, this old house that now has become a cultist site. Okay. Yeah, these are Mothman cultists. I don't know where they get these all these bones from. Like those. I don't know. Did they go to a zoo and get some elephant skeletons or something? But whatever the case is, they could be whale bones as well. We have seen whale bones around this area, but that little perch right there is where they're hoping the Mothman will come down and land. Then they get this little lookout tower thing here. And they've got their little bonfire over here. And, you know, it's one of those things where, as much as I don't just want to have to, you know, don't just want to kill people, at the same time, if these people wake up while I'm here, they will kill me. Of course, I am wearing the stealth suit, so the odds that they actually would interrupt me in the middle of this are fairly low. And I didn't even get any good loot off those guys, so let's try to complete this without killing anybody else, just to see how fun that might be. But yeah, we've been here before, back before Wastelanders. It's a seeds of verdance in the forest, which is odd because I thought this was the Toxic Valley. I mean, no, it is the forest. It's just right on the edge of the Toxic Valley.
Keep us safe from the dangers of beasts and men.
Wise and holy Mothman,
Whoa!
watch over us in our time of trials.
Oh,
He is our shepherd, guiding us through the darkness.
the Mothman was just here.
Divine light.
I don't know where he went, but he was definitely just here. Let's go inside.
His enemies cannot hide. His foes cannot escape. All
His
will
enemies
face
cannot
the
hide.
Mothman's
His foes cannot escape. All will face the
We'll head upstairs.
Mothman's
His
judgment.
eyes burn like fires in the night, and no enemy will escape his sight.
I don't know.
Oh, great Mothman.
I think I can do pretty well to escape
Look
most people's
upon your
sights.
subjects with mercy and protect them from harm. Oh, great Mothman.
No.
Look upon your subjects with mercy and protect them from harm.
Yeah, there's definitely a Mothman up here from that noise that happened. Not sure where he went, but let's get over here.
Where his wings flutter, I will follow, and I will not fear the darkness of
Listen to all these religious
Where his wings
affirmations.
flutter, I will follow, and I will not fear the darkness of night.
Let's grab these emergency protocols out of this USSA supply crate.
Am I worthy? How will I know? Maybe I should
That was
just
weird.
keep praying.
Okay, bring the emergency protocols to Commander Daguerre. And again, we can just fast travel right back.
He is our
Really looking forward to a time when they can maybe bring back fast travel mats. They took them away because of trap camps. That's at least my understanding. Like, people basically set up the welcome mats so people would immediately fall into a spike pit and stuff like that. But man, she had trouble with the stairs when we first got here, and now this wall. I wonder if there's that head wound. Let's talk to Commander Daguerre.
This handbook doesn't even have emergency contact information in it. I never expected to use this. Clearly. Well, we can do this by ourselves, right? Time to test this newly upgraded scanner out. I found an old USSA beacon with a strong signal. It was activated here, after my ship launched, which means it isn't from someone on my ship. It isn't one of my crew. The interesting thing is, this beacon should have lost power years ago, but it's still active. If you grab the beacon, I'm sure whoever is monitoring it will come looking. Let's make them find us.
Sounds like a plan. Let's see. Is there anything unusual about this beacon?
It has nearly full power right now. That can only mean someone is still out there replacing its power cell regularly.
Is the beacon transmitting any signals?
I'm not sure exactly, but I do know that my ship's autopilot took us here to Appalachia for a reason. Maybe this beacon was it.
I'll bring back the beacon.
In the meantime, I'll cross-reference some data from the flight recorder and the scanner's readings. I need to find my crew, and I think I'm close. Remember, when you pick up the beacon, whatever you do, do not press any red buttons, do not ingest it, and do not sell it to communists.
Man, she really doesn't have a very high opinion of us if she thinks we're gonna eat it. Let's try giving her a stim pack. Try this stim pack for your headache.
I think it helps with the side effects, but just not the major bursts of pain. I appreciate it, though. It helps me sleep better. Before we launched, I had a lot of anxiety. Made it hard for me to sleep, so I'd listen to ocean noises, whale singing. Always put me right out.
Can I ask you about the deep sleep mission?
Sure, of course. I guess this is all ancient history now, I guess. Jeez. Including me, well, we had a crew of 4. All scientists and engineers. The plan was to use the deep sleep pods and record the biological data. We wanted to know if there were medical uses, you know? We had tried it out on Earth already with volunteers, but not in space. It wasn't that complicated. Honestly, I felt like we had the resources for a much more complex experiment. But I guess they wanted to take it slow.
Could I get you something to make you feel more at home?
That's unexpectedly thoughtful of you. I was just thinking about an old holotape game that I used to play, but oh, they won't work on this console. Maybe I could adapt it, though. So, if you run across one later, can you let me know?
This must all be quite a shock, right? The world, I mean.
I have so many questions. Just how? Why? I was saying goodbye to everybody, and they're really gone. I think I understand what has happened from stray broadcasts to some degree. I guess it was war. And somehow, this is the world that survived. I can't even put all of this into words right now. My memories of everything from before all of this are so fresh, just below the surface. I was just there.
Did that stim pack help with your headaches?
The stim pack does help. Not a ton, but it takes the edge off at least. Thanks for asking, friend.
I'll be back later, Commander.
Roger. Stay safe out there.
Alright. That completes in case of emergency. Let's see what that gets us. Radaway, a missile, and a combat armor right arm. That is a odd combination. We now are on the quest Bring Home the Beacon. Let's take a look at the quest and see where that points us. Check on the show on map. Doesn't seem to be pointing at anything specific, but it seems to be centered around Sugar Grove, maybe? Well, I guess we can try there. Is there maybe some sort of like a tracking transponder thing? No? Although I do see something where it's pointing us off to the east now. Oh, okay, it's sending us to the Valley Galleria. I'm not sure why I didn't... It was like centered around Sugar Grove. I don't know, maybe because it can't zoom all the way in over there. So, Valley Galleria. Okay. Generally scorched out here, and feral ghouls inside. Okay. Who else is out here? I don't see anybody else immediately. Let's just keep moving. Of course, this stealth suit is so overpowered, there's very little chance that anyone would have bothered us anyway. But I'm not going to leave the scorched around. If I believe that there was any fragment of the human that once was within the scorched, I think the only thing to do would be... the only humane thing to do would be to kill them. Of course, I don't think there's anything left. But even so, they're a walking disease vector, so they need to be taken care of anyway. Okay, let's get in here. Oh yes, my favorite ambient music. Okay, it looks like it's on the other side of the mall and on the second floor. Creep through this darkness. You have to wonder, if you saw someone in a stealth suit going through the water, would you see the outline of their legs? Let's keep moving. Okay, what's the way up? I think there's a staircase in one of these areas. Let's see. Here we go. Alright. Looks like we're going into Valet Boutique. Anybody else? Oh. There we go. USSA Beacon. A little bit of Lucy's journal. That's Lucy Hardwick. But that's not really a part of this at all, so we're going to kind of ignore that for the moment. Let's get back to Commander Daguerre.
I'm sore all over. Building this place up is hard work.
Thanks for coming by. Let's see what you got.
You have some mighty fine things. Care to trade any?
Let's see what you got. Bulk ammo scrap. Interesting. Let's see. Bobby pins. What do you got specifically here? No weapons, apparel. Got some aid. Nothing in particular that I need, though.
I'm glad I caught you. I've been chatting with your friend here in the meantime.
Oh, okay. I want to buy this bulk ammo scrap because I kind of want to see what I can do with that. Wow, that was... I did not realize that was so many caps. Oh well. Do I have any ammo? Oh, you can't buy ammo anyway. Oh, you do sell fusion cores.
Both our while. Hmm?
If I was someone who had a lot of caps, I might be tempted to buy some fusion cores off you. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to deposit my scrap in my scrap box. Okay. Oh, I'm still carrying the bulk ammo scrap? Do I guess you just scrap that? Let's see. I think that's the case. I don't think that was really worth that much, but... Anyway, let's talk to Commander Daguerre.
Hey. Good to see you again. I suspect the owner of this beacon will come and find us. I know I would. But until then, well, I have something here that we should look into. I noticed a strange signal that was heading right for us. It seems like after the signal approached this place, it just spun around and took off. It was strange. Sudden. Think you could just sneak over there and poke your head in? If they seem problematic, maybe stop them somehow? I don't know.
What's the signal doing now?
I can't tell what it's doing there exactly, but it's moving around, so I think it's alive? Or I guess it could be a robot.
Do you think it's hostile?
I noticed another USSA signal approach it a bit ago, and then they both disappeared completely for a moment. And only this one reappeared. I'm not sure what that means, but there are only a few reasons why a signal disappears. Death is one of them.
This lighting is perfect for this conversation, because it's quite eerie what she's talking about here. If only the Mr. Pebbles poster wasn't in the background, that kind of ruins the vibe. Sure, if it's a threat, I'll take care of it.
Okay, just be careful. I wish I could tell what it is. It just seems so unnatural. But what does that mean in a world like this? Listen, this could be a trap. Or it could be just a big misunderstanding. I can't really say for sure. Just be careful.
Why would USAA robots want to harm you?
I'm not sure they do. We had one of those on the ship, and it landed with me. But it wasn't aggressive. I don't know. But they really aren't taking a direct line to attack me either. Maybe they're damaged or have been corrupted somehow.
It's hard work making a living out here.
I'm not sure what spawned that dialogue choice there. Anyway. Maybe you should get out of here and get some fresh air.
I did. Last time you were gone, I went on a short stroll. Didn't go far. But I saw some weird stuff. Just bizarre. Saw a giant, huge, greenish man with a two-headed cow. He was selling things. Super nice fellow. He said he would stop by later. Said he hopes to check on me when he can. I can't wait. It's such a shock, but also amazing.
Kind of a dangerous thing for her to think that that's how all super mutants act. How was it like to float in space?
It felt like nothing else. I remember spinning in space, eyes fixed on Earth, unable to look away. So far away. So perfect.
I'll be back later, Commander.
Affirmative. Out.
So that completes Bring Home the Beacon.
Hopefully the owner of that beacon will show up soon. Maybe they have some information on my crew.
Scorch of the
Radaway,
first.
shotgun shells, and another combat armor right arm. I think that's what we got last time. Hold up. Yeah. We've now gotten 2 level 20 combat armor right arms. That starts the quest, The Universe Conspires. Investigate the signal and eliminate potential threats. But yeah, if she gets the idea that all super mutants are like Graham, because that was definitely Graham, because she said that he was with a two-headed cow, and that's Charlie the Moo. But if she gets the idea that all super mutants are like Graham, that's not good. Graham and Gale are definitely the exceptions to the rule. Okay, let's see. Okay, it looks like it's directing us to Daguerre Chemical. So let's head on over. This is great weather for investigating a potential assassin coming to try to kill you. And I'm wearing the perfect armor for killing a potential assassin that's going to try to kill me. Daguerre Chemical, of course, being the site of the Daguerre Chemical Massacre, where hunters from Harper's Ferry killed a bunch of sentient ghouls. Created a lore video on that if you want to watch it. Got the robots. This location was commandeered by the government for a time before the war. Let's see if we can't find this potential threat. Oh. Well, there's a potential threat, but it's just a rad roach. The way she says that the two signals came together. The USSA
People, I want this place searched top to bottom.
and the other, and that one of them simply vanished. I might need to kill these robots. Always good to know the weak points. As I've said before, with the Mr. Gutsies or Colonel Gutsies, Major Gutsies, Lieutenant Gutsies, we're talking about the exhaust stack. Protectrons, the head, I don't think is particularly vulnerable. Okay, well, I don't see... Okay, we're now outside the target zone, so it's not in here. Given that, I'm not going to assume that it's in there either. Are they fighting that rad roach? I mean, I don't know what else that could be. What we got? Oh! USSA Assaultron. Well, that makes that little piece of dialogue where the USSA robots were hunting her thing seem a little bit more plausible. Just wanted to eliminate potential issues when fighting her. There's so many robots around here, though, I'm probably just going to have to take her out.
False alarm. Stand down, people.
There we go. The fact that she's level 17 really helps. Okay, she's down. It's funny that this one is a lower level than that previous USSA Assaultron we came across. So we got some caps, ammo, nuclear waste, vacuum tube, and some aluminum scrap. But I guess the whole thing here was it just pointing us to this thing? Again, I think we just got that piece of dialogue regarding USSA robots a little early. But where is the other thing that... she said there were two signals, this thing and the other signal, and that suddenly the other signal disappeared. Well, they both disappeared, then this one reappeared. I don't see anything that corresponds to that. Huh. Well, maybe she'll know more than we do. Let's get back there. Alright. Looks like she's working at her computer.
Is this a friend of yours? Who
Whoa!
Who are you?
What the hell?
you seem so familiar?
Well, you look exactly the same. I never believed... I wondered who picked up my beacon. Well, I'll be damned.
Emerson? Dr. Emerson Hale. Is that you?
Welcome back to Earth, I guess. Welcome to Appalachia.
I don't even know what to say. I never expected to see you here. My ship crashed a while ago, and I was fortunate to find someone who took me in. I'm trying to find my crew, but I've had some horrible headaches.
So, you're staying at this place? I guess you really decided to jump into modern Appalachian life, huh?
This whole thing is weird where he just appeared out of nowhere and is now got his arm halfway inside her body. I'm open to decorating suggestions, friend.
I didn't mean to be offensive. Your home is fine. I'm not creative in that way. I mean, I squat in an old military base right now. I hope your good Samaritan here has helped you out with more than just a place to, crash.
He has helped me out quite a lot already, actually. Brought back a USSA beacon, and also took care of some hostile robot.
I see. Well, is there anything I can help with while I'm here? Supplies, medicines, questions, I guess?
Yeah, questions, definitely. Very convenient that you're here in Appalachia.
I suspect her escape ship's autopilot sent the ship on a trajectory to any known USSA location using its admittedly very old data.
Was that your beacon?
Sure is. For a while, I had hoped I could contact somebody else to monitor the deep sleep mission until we could figure something out.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that this guy has the hots for Commander Daguerre, ever since they dated back before the war. Can you help find the commander's crew?
They weren't in the escape capsule, I take it? Well, that is unfortunate.
They could have survived, though, right?
Maybe. I've heard a couple scavengers say that parts of the ship have already been scrapped. Same goes for any other ship debris. Best to just move on. It's honestly shocking that you survived as it is. I'm serious.
Can you help with the commander's headaches?
We had some emergence kits back in the day. They were specifically designed to help people emerge from deep sleep. I bet I could find some of those.
Why did her ship crash?
My best guess, probably ran out of fuel and the autopilot guided it to the nearest USSA facility. Oh, what does it matter? She lived! What a miracle!
You know anything about the hostile USSA robot?
There's a bunch of them out there. Seems that their algorithms got scrambled or something. Who can say? They used to come after me, but it seems like they have a higher priority target now. Expand your scanner to look for signatures at a constant speed. That should pick them up. They aren't that complicated.
Thankfully, my friend here is quite capable of destroying these things. Shouldn't be a problem for us.
That's good. I'm glad you're making friends already.
I am too. So much has changed. I mean, you know better than most. Care to catch me up to speed?
That will be quite the chat. You've missed a lot. And I still don't really get what happened either. But that's a talk for another time, perhaps. Anyway, look, I need to go. I'll be back another time and we can chat some more. Okay?
Okay, Emerson. Dear Emerson. My friend and I have a signal to track down. Looks like it might be some ship debris. So come back later, if you want to know what we found.
I know.
Weird. Weird. Okay, and that also is strange. Gonna wait until you wander out of her body. He's hoping that actually happens. Okay, maybe just try to talk to her?
I was wondering if you were
Speak
coming
again
back.
soon. I'm sure.
Or the... There! Oh! Well, vanished for... Oh. Maybe he's a ghost. Let's talk to Commander Daguerre.
It was an assaultron, huh? Probably one of the old USSA robots. Strange. I would have figured they would all be in standby mode now. But... I need to know for sure. I found some wreckage from the rest of the ship that has one of their suit beacons. Maybe all of them are there. Can you go and see what's there? It might just be empty wreckage, but I need to know.
Maybe someone found them and they're safe somewhere.
What are the chances they also ran into a benevolent Appalachian survivor who invited them to live in a charming wilderness abode?
Is this signal from the flight data recorder?
Yes. I believe the other crew members were in a separate part of the ship. The signal moved a bit. Could be survivors, could be scavengers.
I'll search the wreckage for any signs of your crew.
If you do find them, then we'll have to make room for them here, right? Bunk beds, maybe? There would be 3 others, you know. It's possible that you won't find anything there. It might just be rubble, or maybe it's been scavenged by animals. It's hard to know. In the meantime, I picked up an issue of The Unstoppables from a visiting trader the other day. Maybe it'll help me relax.
You read comic books back before all this, right?
Yeah, of course. The Unstoppables, Silver Shroud, all of that. Mistress of Mystery was my favorite, of course. I was hoping that the new television show for the Mistress of Mystery would be out when I return. But I guess not.
We already asked you this before. Let's see. Tell me about Emerson.
He used to work with me at the USSA. Seems like he started working elsewhere after I went to space sometime. I never expected to see him here, but I never Never expected to be in Appalachia either. It makes me wonder about why my ship crashed here, you know? I know it had emergency landing protocols to take it somewhere near certain USSA sites, but I don't know. I never thought I needed to know.
Did you see Earth before you went into deep sleep?
For an hour, maybe. Just before getting into our deep sleep pods. The Earth was stunning. Hanging there, alone, in the void of stars. Oh, I felt like I couldn't look away, even if I wanted to. But also, I didn't want to.
I'll be back later, Commander.
Roger. Stay safe out there.
Okay, that completes the universe Conspires. Are none of these doors closing? Stimpaks, shotgun shells, short-lever action rifle, 45 rounds missile, and a fusion core. And starts the ally quest, Hope Remains. We're going to search the wreckage for signs of survivors. I have so many questions about that Dr. Emerson. But along with that, it's kind of a shame that we can't reveal to her that we are a mistress of mystery. Do I have my shroud on me? Let me go see if it's in my inventory. I'd love to see if I can put it on and talk to her and see if she notices any difference. Alright, very masculine clothing here. Let's go see what she has to say.
I hope someone kind found them, and they're just recovering somewhere. But they weren't in the emergency escape pod, so...
Dang. Alright. I'll be back later, Commander.
Copy. Over and out.
Didn't even recognize her favorite hero's garb when put on a man that she met. Okay, well. Okay. Let's see. Where is this signal? Don't know why I didn't start from quests. Alright, looks like we're headed down to Welch. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and say right off the bat that if a ship came down in the middle of Welch, with its mole miner population, I don't see there being a case that they survived. I mean, this is assuming that they were alive. Like she said, they weren't inside the escape pod, so whether or not whatever piece of debris they came down on was able to slow down enough that they weren't simply killed by the G-forces, we don't really know. God, I love this still suit. I know there are people out there that have completed Wastelanders, but they didn't bother to go through the Settlers side of stuff before you have to choose the Raider side, which, by the way, I definitely recommend choosing the Raiders in the end. Not so much from a story side, where I always side with the Settlers, but in terms of who has the better rewards, definitely the Raiders. But, okay. Oh, yeah, this has definitely not got anybody surviving in it. USSA crew dog tags, along with some other lovely bits of junk. Wow, 14 aluminum scrap. I love this thing. Okay. Let's see. I think we gotta... Yep, just inform Commander Daguerre. Let's head up there. Okay. Back at our other position.
Good to see you again. So... that's it, then. They're gone. Thank you for looking into this. And for being a friend. It means a lot to me. So, let's intercept one of the USSA robots that's heading this way. I want to know why they're doing this. I've pinpointed one of them using Emerson's tip. So, let's start with this one.
Do you want to talk about your crew?
Not right now. Not really. I'd rather just keep busy for a bit.
Is this robot like the last one?
Looks... similar, but might be a different type. The strange thing is, its mobility patterns are very similar. It was heading towards us, and then it turned around and went to this location, and stayed there. I think Emerson was right. It just seems like they have corrupt targeting data or something.
I don't know about that. I'll destroy the robot. Don't worry.
I'll monitor it here and see if anything about its signal changes radically. I'm wondering if it shows signs of expecting this confrontation.
Crew with Charisma 4 we can try. Do you want to talk about your crew?
Sure. Maybe that will help with the pain. Dr. Bernard was our engineer. Worked exclusively on the sleeping pods. Very by-the-books type guy. Specialist Novak had been on a few missions before this one. Always seemed distracted. But, well, it was a stressful mission. Dr. Lee was our ship's engineer, and a robotics expert. We all went out to celebrate the night before liftoff. It feels like it was only yesterday. I guess it doesn't matter if it feels like it was only yesterday. It was a long time ago. And they're gone.
Want to talk about your life before you became an astronaut?
Oh, sure. Let's see. I don't really want to talk about my family because, well, I don't even know if they... Okay, so, hobbies. I had a small apartment near the USSA headquarters. Nothing special. I wasn't home much, you see. When I had time, I used to go to the comic book shop down the road. Sit, drink coffee, read the latest issues of The Unstoppables. I used to want to work for the Mistress of Mystery when I was a kid. But I did the next best thing, I guess. Went to space.
Can you defend yourself when I'm not around? Just in case.
When you were out the other day, I tried to shoot some sort of giant insect. Took a lot longer than I thought. I'm working on it, though.
Alright, we can flirt. We make a good team together.
We really do. In this world, it's hard to imagine how anybody can survive all alone anymore. I'm glad I don't have to be alone. And I'm very glad that I'm here with you.
Whew, steamy. Alright. See you soon, Commander.
I'll be here, friend.
Okay, that completes Hope Remains. Which gives us stim packs, missiles, and a Fat Man. We keep getting missiles but not missile launchers, and a Fat Man but no mini nukes. That gives us the quest Search and Destroy, shut down the rogue USSA robot. I'm very interested to find out what's going on with these USSA robots, why it is that Emerson seems to have planted the beacon here, if he was trying to summon down Commander Daguerre when the ship ran out of fuel. So many questions about all that stuff, but that's going to have to wait for next time. Because it's been a while, and if we make it any longer, it's just going to keep on going. So, this has been the Resolute Cartographer. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time.